Hey Cancer, thanks for watching your weekly reading here. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with this lovely deck here. And then we're going to pull a spirit message for you guys from this oracle deck here. So without further ado, my darlings, let's jump right on in. I do apologize. I know the weeklies are super late this week, but we are going to do a different format. We're not doing that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday thing. I know a lot of people, the days are kind of blurred right now. People are like, what day is it? So we're just going to see what you need to know this week, okay? Asking Spirit for messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What does Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising need to know for the week ahead, for this week? What is the message this week for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising? And so you guys will have to let me know if you like this format. I might keep this format if you guys prefer it. All right, Cancer, so your first card here is the Devil card, and this is a Major Arcana card. So when the Major Arcana cards come up, this is a situation that's going to be around for a while, okay? It's not just going to be Monday, Tuesday, or like just this week. It's going to be for a while. So this has to do with a significant crossroads, life lesson, change. And because this is a general reading, and because this card has a lot of layers, a lot of different meanings, you guys are going to be feeling it in different ways. Some of you, this is about coming out of the mindset of fear. There's a mass consciousness of fear right now. So for some of you, this is going to be about breaking out of that, breaking out of the fear, the hopelessness, the limited beliefs. For other ones of you, you're feeling it more on a personal level, because you're looking around and you're seeing people that might be handling the situation very positively. And on one hand, you're very inspired by that. You're like, well, I want to do that too, right? Like, I want to be optimistic, or I want to take time and learn new skills, or I want to get a side hustle going. But then the Devil card might say that you have this negative ego that's coming up and discouraging you and telling you that you can't do it, or you can't pull it off, or you're not going to be good enough. And I have to tell you guys a very helpful piece of information. Those of you that are experiencing the Devil card in this way, I am telling you the truth. What I have seen over the years, this negative ego is the loudest just before the biggest breakthroughs happen. Because you're so close at making the shift. You're so close at making the change. The negative ego is terrified of change. So it's going to do everything that it can to stop you from reaching, to stop you from doing the work. Because it can't block you from doing it. I mean, it can't block you from receiving it, but it can try to stop you from reaching for it. Right? And that's the way that it tries to keep change from happening. So if you're feeling like, wow, this negative ego is especially harsh right now, you are about to have a massive breakthrough. Okay? And you're just going to have to try to, pray and meditate and try to keep your spirits high and push through it. I know it's not easy, but if you push through it, you'll see some very positive changes. For other ones of you, I'm sorry to say, there could be something happening with a karmic, right? I think that's an energy that a lot of people might be experiencing right now, especially since we're in a situation where it's a scary time for people, right? And you could have people who are like thinking about their life, woulda, shoulda, coulda, right? And your karmic might be in that vibe, Cancer, where they're looking at you like, I woulda, shoulda, coulda been with that person. Maybe that was the right person for me, and they may be trying to reach out to you, but that doesn't mean that you should let them in, because I feel, Cancer, for a lot of you, this person is waking up far too late. Like they really missed the boat on this one. And so this might be just your opportunity to be able to, like, once and for all, just be like, look, maybe in the past you've come back and I've crumbled, but no, this is different. It's not going to be that way. For other ones of you, and then we're going to move on to the next card. Other ones of you, this could be coming up in a sense of lustiness, in a sense of passion. You might be really, really having some time where you might be delving into your adult, your very adult desires or fantasies. You might be really, really, really into that realm of physical pleasures right now. Some of you might be unleashing stress in that way, right? Your next card here is the Eight of Coins. And Eight of Coins is hard work and study, wanting to perfect something, wanting to master something. So some of you are hard at work, and this would explain that whole devil energy, right? Like you're working very hard, but you've got all these fears. Like, what if it all goes for nothing? What if it's all for naught? You know, what if I don't succeed? What if it's not well received? And so the fear for a lot of you is because you're really putting your heart and soul into some project, or into doing a really good job at work, or into like improving yourself in some way, and you have fears about it not being successful, and you're really pushing yourself very hard to succeed. Some of you Cancers in a work situation, if you are currently still employed, whether you're working from home or going out into work, you might realize, you might say, hey, there's a lot of people right now that would be really happy to have my job. And you might have a jerk of a boss who has no qualms about reminding you of that constantly. There's a lot of people out of work right now. There's a lot of people that would love to have your job. Like some of you have some jerk boss that might be, acting in this way. And so you're feeling like, I really have to excel. I really have to stand out. I really have to do everything perfect. And 8 of Coins is asking you to take a moment, to take a step back, to get some rest, to do some things that make you happy, to raise your vibration in this way, because your work is going to be better. It's like you're not letting yourself rest because you're like, I gotta fix everything, I gotta make everything better, and then I'll rest. Where Spirit is saying, look, if you just get some fresh energy flowing through you, you're gonna knock it out of the park. You're gonna do an amazing job. But you need to take a break. You need to take a break, okay? Like you need to get some rest in here. Otherwise, you're just gonna make more mistakes, or things are going to slip through the cracks because you're tired and you're stressed out. So you want to try to shake off some of that tired, stressed off energy, especially if you're in a situation where, you've got a boss who's making you feel worried. You have to shake that off. You got to shake it off, okay? 8 of Coins is also letting you know that you are doing a good job and that you will do a good job, but you just have to be balanced here with work and breaks. You can't be, go, 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 work, work, work all the time. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Hermit. Okay, so the Hermit is another major arcana card. You guys have a really big week here. For some of you, especially those of you where you have like that jerky boss, or just you're in a situation where somebody's making you feel like you're very replaceable. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe people are like, oh, well, you can leave, or like maybe people are being kind of mean to you right now, Cancer. So I feel the Devil card and the Hermit card are coming in together to basically say you're about to break out of this very big karmic cycle where you're going to be able to step up and realize, you know what, I don't deserve to be treated that way. You know what, I'm good enough the way that I am. You might be realizing that you don't want to be in situations where you're being judged anymore. And so there could be a breaking out of a karmic in that way. It might not be romantic for all of you. It could be a romantic situation, somebody showing up from the past, or a current partner. But it could also be a family member, which obviously is not going to be romantic. It could be a family member. It could be a boss, like I said. But you're preparing to break out of that cycle, that karma of, I will bend over backwards and jump through hoops for you. Every single time you make me feel like crap, because I have to prove to you that I'm worthy. And you don't want to do it anymore. You're over it. You're done with it. You're not feeling it anymore. So you're breaking out of that. The Hermit card could also indicate that some of you are wanting to do something where you're wanting to help or teach others. This does have a significance for some of you where maybe you are coming out as like, energy healers or psychics or life coaches or something metaphysical. But for the majority of you, I feel it's more so like you're wanting to be a positive influence in the life of people around you. Like some of you might be thinking of, you know what, when this whole thing is over, I really want to connect more with the young people in my family. And I want to help them break out of like the toxic or, blocks or the things that are running through this family that we've inherited. I'm breaking out of them. So I want to help the younger generation keep that process going. Like I want to also make sure that they break out of the cycle as well. Or you might be wanting to like get more involved in like your church or something, and help people who are trying to turn their life around. Or I'm even hearing sobriety, sober living services, whatever it might be. You're wanting to, you know, find meaning in this way and help people, because you're realizing that a lot of people who don't have it together because they have people in their life that make them feel like crap. And you're breaking out of that, and you're wanting to help other people see their value as well. It's very beautiful, Cancer. Some of you are in the energy of wanting to be single. You're breaking away from something karmic, and then you're like, oof, I need to let all this air out for a while. You know, like I need a long break. And so some of you might be coming into a period of singleness, okay, which you are gladly welcoming. You're like, oh yes, you know, like this is exactly what I need right now. And some of you are just wanting to spend a lot of time alone. I'm getting like a feeling or a sense like listening to music, journaling, but it's feeling very cathartic. It's feeling very soothing for you. Your next card here is the King of Coins. Okay, this is earth sign energy, so some of you may have dealings with an earth sign, potentially an older earth sign, which could be like a father figure or a mentor. So earth signs are going to be Virgos, Capricorns, and Taurus. There could be some business dealing here that's like a part of breaking out of this karma. So there could be some business dealing here where you're getting matters of money resolved or figured out and preparing to break away. Or if you're wanting to break out of like a toxic living situation or family arrangement, you may be looking at your money. You may be looking at opportunities of making money. But a lot of the times the King of Coins comes up when some offer is being presented to you. The King of Coins is the first tarot card I ever pulled for myself. And so I have a special connection with this card. And over the years, reading for other people, just my own readings for myself, reading for other people, what I see this card saying when it comes up is that you may have some project you're about to begin, or some offer might be extended to you by way of a job or a partnership that might seem kind of insignificant, but you're underestimating it, and it's going to be very beneficial for you. It's going to open a lot of doors. On the other hand, what it could also mean is that this offer is coming in and you're kind of scared to accept it. You're having a lot of doubts, especially here with that Devil card energy. You might be thinking, who am I to succeed at this? There's a long line of people ahead of me that have been trying for a long time and they still haven't made it. Who am I to succeed at this? Or, you know, this offer might be coming in and you're like, oh, maybe they made a mistake choosing me or making me this offer. You know, maybe they don't really realize and they think I'm better than I actually am. And you might be tempted to turn something down because you think that, you know, you're not ready for it. Like, oh, it sounds wonderful, it sounds great, but, you know, I can't measure up to that. But this card comes up to say, look, if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. It's here now because you're ready for it. Okay? It could also be a decision you're having to make. Maybe you're in a situation where you're finding yourself having to invest in something for a business or a property or a move, and you're like kind of resentful, like, oh, I didn't want to do this right now, you know, or you know, God, I wish I wouldn't have to make this decision right now. I wish I could, you know, wait before having to be faced with this decision. But again, if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. So it's here because you're ready for it. Some of you are finding yourself having to expand in some way, maybe moving into a bigger place, or you know, expanding on a business or something. And if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pull a spirit message for you guys. Now, keep in mind, guys, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. You might want to watch your moon sign and or rising sign video to get a little bit more information. Sometimes it might resonate with you more. We'll talk about that more at the end. Oh, well, Cancer, looky. You have abundance. Enjoy the beauty of life. Your supply is unlimited. blessings are coming to you, right? Coming out of that fear. What did I tell you guys? That voice is the loudest just before the biggest breakthrough. And this looks like an awfully wonderful breakthrough to me. This looks very significant to me here with this abundance unicorn, this rainbow. And a lot of people don't know this, and please don't get like offended because I'm not trying to push religion on you. It's just one of the ways in which it comes through my readings, because that's the way I learned about spirituality growing up. I had the Bible drilled in my head from the time I was a baby. But what a lot of people don't know is, from a biblical standpoint, the rainbow has the symbol of a promise from God. That God is making you a promise that there's never going to be destruction of, this magnitude again. That things are happy now, things are safe now, things are secure now. This is a time of rebuilding and having prosperity. This is a time of rebuilding and having joy. And so whatever the rainbow means to you, you can take it as that promise of better days and better times. You can take it as like the chakras healing, whatever it means to you. Feel free to take that message away from it. But you have this time of positive change. The rainbowed colored unicorn wings here make me think of the phoenix bird rising from the ashes. You're creating something very new for yourself, and you're coming back better and stronger, better than ever. Some of you are going your own way. You're breaking out of some family situation or family tradition. You may be deciding not to take over a family property or a family business, or you may not be following in the footsteps of your elders in your family line, and you're kind of going your own way. Whatever the case, but you're coming into abundance. You're coming into really feeling fulfilled, and not just making money, but doing things that bring you joy and happiness and a sense of fulfillment in your life. Okay, like I said, you might want to check out your moon sign or rising sign. If you want more love info, you might want to watch the love videos that are linked in the description, or the channeled angel messages that are linked in the description. Might be great for those of you looking for more spiritual messages. One thing I will say, a lot of you are asking me what it means to have moon sign, rising sign, like what that means. People are like emailing me their birth charts to analyze, and I don't want to give you guys the wrong information. I'm not an astrologer. I am happy to read your cards. I'm an intuitive. I'm a clairaudient. I'm a healer. I'm not an astrologer. But I will read your cards all day, every day. I'm more than happy to do that if you want to click on the Calendly link and schedule a private reading with me there. I did have an astrologer reach out to me that really impressed me. They gave me a reading for the year, and I was very impressed. And so I have their website linked in the description of my video here. They have a lot of free articles that explain to you the rising sign, moon sign, all that good stuff. So it's a good place for some free resources if you're trying to learn more about astrology. But they've also been super awesome, and they've offered to sponsor my channel by offering you guys 30% off of their already very reasonable prices if you want to have your natal chart analyzed, or if you want to have like a love and compatibility reading or a forecast for the year. And that code, that Angel 30 code for 30% off, it's unlimited. You can use it as many times as you want, and as many reports as you want. And you're treating yourself to a report, and you're also helping support my channel because they are sponsoring me for those of you that do schedule with them. But you don't have to buy a reading. Just go check out their free stuff if you want to do that. And if you want the daily messages from me, be sure that you're following Amethyst Angellight on Instagram and Facebook. Every single day I post a card of the day. I post a pick a card, so make sure you're taking advantage of that as well. I thank you guys for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Take care, my dears. And let me know if you prefer this format. If you want me to do this format from now on. Okay? Take care.